What's the word, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. We live and direct once again. Live before I gotta go into work tonight. So, we're gonna try to make this a fun and interesting show before I had to get up off of here. I should have went on live a little earlier, but man, I really wasn't feeling it at first, but then I suddenly got a little motivation to get on real quick, man. So hopefully y'all start coming on here. Um, I see we ain't really got nobody in here right now, but hopefully that changes. Dwayne Johnson, what's the word? Angel, what's going on? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have a conversation about the whole Jimmy Kimmel being pulled off air, what he said. Was it worth him being pulled off air and all of that? Dwayne Coleman say I called them butter biscuits, bug dancing, tap dancing. uh Philium, what's going on? I like point of views, although I'm not Christian. I got you. It's all love. All are welcome. Dwayne Johnson, what's going on? Shay, what's up with you? What's up with you, boss? We get a nice little crowd in. Now we got 25 people in. It's building up. It's building up. I like this momentum, y'all. I like this. Um, First of all, man, hope everybody enjoying their night. Hope everybody feeling good. Um, Said Jimmy Fallon. Better show the Jimmy Kimmel. Um, Honestly, I haven't watched any of them type of shows. I think I like Jimmy Kimmel's humor better than Jimmy Fallon, I think. But Jimmy Fallon be having some great guests on there. Um, but let's talk about it. So ABC decided to pull Jimmy Kimmel Live off air indefinitely, meaning they don't know when he's going to come back or even if he's going to come back. It's up in the air right now. They don't know what's going to happen with the show. They got pulled off air last minute. The staff didn't know none of that, right? And the reason they got pulled off of air is because there are people, well, ABC, and I guess Disney and ABC felt like he was disrespecting the death of Charlie Kirk, right? So when I heard this, I said, let me see what he said. Let me go back and see what was said regarding Charlie Kirk. Let me see, what got him pulled off of the air. Y'all, he didn't even make fun of Charlie Kirk. I promise y'all, he really was making fun of Donald Trump and how quickly Donald Trump got over Charlie Kirk's death. Like how quickly he got over the death of his close friend, somebody he said he was mourning deeply, so on and so forth, right? So in an interview, they're interviewing Donald Trump and they ask him, they say, how do you feel about, your friend Charlie Kirk's passing? How do you feel, how do you feel after the passing of somebody that was a good friend of yours and all of that, right? How are you feeling now? And he said, good. Look at these trucks outside. Look at these trucks. The man said, good. Look at these trucks I got out here, as if he was on an episode of MTV Cribs, right? And so Jimmy Kimmel was laughing because of the way he was handling like mourning. He was mourning as if he was like as if the president is a child or something. The president was mourning as if he like a little kid. I'm good. Look at these trucks I got posted out here. Look at these trucks, right? Look at these trucks I got. And I'm like, okay. First of all, that's wild. If they ask you about the death of a close friend, because Donald Trump acted like Charlie Kirk is his main, like that is his ace. Like that's his main guy, like his right hand man. And then when they talk about how you feeling after his death, you say, I'm good. Look at these trucks. I said, man, what in the world is going on with the president? This is how you know that man wasn't serious about all that outrage he was doing, But again, when you look at the comments, he said nothing ill about Charlie Kirk at all. They just, I guess they feeling like, oh, they looking for a way for anybody to turn Charlie Kirk's. If you turn Charlie Kirk's death into any type of laughing matter in any shape, form, or fashion, they're trying to pull you, or they're trying to get you in trouble, right? I'm hearing is people losing their jobs because of comments about Charlie Kirk. It's people like losing employment for for any type of certain comments regarding his death. And I'm sitting here to myself and I'm saying that with all of this, that's going on with people getting losing their jobs, I surely don't remember people losing their jobs for comments about George Floyd. Because y'all have seen my videos lately. Y'all have seen like the tweets and the Facebook posts that I put up that racists made about George Floyd's death and his like how he was unalived by law enforcement. People were making fun of it, mocking George Floyd's death. You had people mocking the death of Trayvon Martin, mocking the death of Tamir Rice, and people wasn't losing their jobs like this and all of that. People who were able to just continue to make these hateful remarks all the whole time, right? And speaking of that, though, right? Speaking of people being held accountable for their remarks, I don't remember Charlie Kirk really. I don't remember him getting into all type of trouble. I don't remember him getting fired or canceled at all for his hateful speech and insensitive comments about several different groups of people, right? I don't remember him getting canceled for real for his comments, insensitive comments about DEI regarding black women and black pilots, and saying that black women don't have the brain processing power to be in certain positions that are designated for white men and so on and so forth. Like, I don't remember him getting canceled like this for all them hateful remarks he made, for painting black folks as inherently more criminal than everybody else. I don't remember him getting fired for cheering the deaths or getting canceled rather for cheering the deaths of Palestinians. I don't remember him getting canceled for justifying school shootings. I don't remember him getting canceled, for supporting genocide. I don't remember him getting canceled again for mocking George Floyd's death at all. You see what I'm saying? So I don't like it's really people in this world who are getting Skittle bags and Arizona teas signed by George Zimmerman, and it was getting posted on social media. I don't remember these people losing employment. You can see where I'm going with this. So it's like, what are we talking about? And again, when I look at the what Jimmy Kimmel said, it was nothing making fun of Charlie Kirk's death. He was making fun of the president, acting like he was so hurt, and then now he's mourning in a ridiculous fashion. Like it's crazy. And then also Jimmy Kimmel, he joked about conservatives trying to score political points off of Charlie Kirk's death. He talked about that, but nothing about making fun of, man, what? It's so much stuff he could have said and all of that. He wasn't saying none of that. But they don't want anybody even making any jest or any fun, like any jest about anything regarding Charlie Kirk, right? But again, he wasn't even making fun of Charlie Kirk. He was talking about the president. But again, you can make fun of black folks all day long. You can talk crazy about black people. You can denigrate black folks. You can mock black death. You can mock the death of black children. And you can still be gainfully employed out here in the world. You can still keep your job, everything be all good. So then I'm thinking about just think about this, y'all. This administration here, Trump administration, this administration has complained about cancel culture like it ain't nothing for years. They've complained and talked about how scary cancel culture is, and how it's getting crazy out here, and how unjust it is, and how unfair it is. All of people, man, the MAGA crowd within itself hates cancel culture. They hate it. They despise it. They think it's the worst thing in the world. But yet, they're applauding Jimmy Kimmel being removed off of air for negative comments about Charlie Kirk. Like, what? This is a main administration that hates cancel culture. So I'm looking at all of this and I'm like, wow, this is very this is crazy, man. This is crazy. But yeah, people losing their jobs about comments regarding Charlie Kirk. But I don't remember people losing their job over comments about Trayvon Martin. You had people really out here making fun of a black child, making fun of Tamir Rice, all of that. So It's crazy. And Dwayne, yes, Dwayne said MAGA are some of the biggest snowflakes out here, and I agree. They will say that liberals are snowflakes, and you know, they so sensitive, and liberals want to cry about everything. They're snowflakes. They're not tough enough to handle criticism and handle all of that. They be the main ones. The MAGA crowd are the main ones that cannot handle criticism. They can't handle any type of joke about them. They be ready to cry in the corner, ready to get everybody up out of here, ready to go squirt, like ready to blow up the whole world because a comment was made about them. But they call everybody else out here snowflakes. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. For real. So, man. What does Mario say? George Zimmerman, Dwayne said George Zimmerman even auctioned off the gun. He did. He did. He auctioned off the firearm used to unalive Trayvon Martin. Now, who the hell would want to buy that? An extremely racist, despicable individual who celebrates the death of black kids. For real. Who would want to buy that? Y'all know who would want to buy that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like it's crazy. Hold on 1 second. And that's real. Black Mall say they're mad that a white conservative man shot and unalived Charlie. You know, imagine how the far right would be acting had the shooter been a black woman, had the shooter been black, a woman, or a trans person. 100%, it would have been extremely justified. That's why when I made that video and I said, "Wow, lo and behold, the shooter is not one of these black violent thugs that they talk about. It's not a woman. It's not a trans person. It's not none of that. It's not a black person. It's somebody that looked like them and was raised up in the ideologies they were raised up in. You know what I'm saying? Because the man who unalived Charlie Kirk, he grew up as a Republican in a very conservative household, extremely conservative household. And they lashing out. They don't know how to respond to it. They're getting upset. They don't know how to respond to the fact that the person who unalived Charlie Kirk was not who they thought it was supposed to be. And they don't know how to handle it. So now any and everybody, you getting fired for certain comments, all of that. Yeah, Utah governor talking about he didn't think it was gonna be one of them. About to cry when he found out the shooter looked like him. About to cry, hoping it was a black man in Utah of all places. Like I told y'all, everybody in the state of Utah that's black play for the goddamn Utah Jazz. You hear me? Or they go to the University of Utah. They play for the Utah Utes football team or basketball team. Everybody that's black in Utah. You know what I'm saying? Said there's photos of him at a Trump rally with his entire family. Yeah. So what was his name again? So I had his name down too. I forgot. Tyler Robinson. Yes. Tyler Robinson was raised up just like MAGA likes children to be raised up in. Whole bunch of gun toting, whole bunch of MAGA loving, whole bunch of just Confederate ideals, all the way Republican as ever. You know, brother says no children are children in their eyes. They openly hate non-white kids more than put this up. No children are children in their eyes. They openly hate non-white kids more, but the things they do unspeakable things to their own kids too. For sure. For sure. What no one is talking about is Trey Reed in Mississippi. Yes. And I'm gonna have to do a video about it because Delta State is in Cleveland, Mississippi. So it's in the Delta. I went to college in the Mississippi Delta. I went to college at Mississippi Valley State University at HBCU, right? So I know where Delta State is 100%. They just ruled Trey Reed's death a suicide. I just saw that, right? They just ruled him that he did that to himself. I gotta stop saying the word because I get boosted. I get ousted. You know, my channel get demonetized. They just ruled it. They said that he did that to himself, right? They say no foul play. He did that to himself. And this is the quickest I've seen an autopsy come back. Like, man, I've known people, like, it's a girl that went to college with me who said when her father had his life taken from him, it took about a month for the autopsy to come back, the autopsy report to come back. This is the quickest an autopsy that came back. Like, what? He did all this to himself, you know? But again, I know better because up until a few years ago, the state of Mississippi still had the Confederate flag in the state flag. Up until a couple of years ago, the state of Mississippi still had the Confederate flag within the state flag. It was a part of the state flag. You know what I'm saying? So I know better. I know better than the information they're trying to feed. You know? And I went to school down there. So it's a lot of stuff that be going on. People trying to act like don't be going on. My bad, I'm a little under the weather. But yeah, you know how that go. You know how that go. He said that the Utah mayor, sent some criticism during his press conference, talking about there was no riots, violence, or looting, just peaceful demonstrations. Yeah, cold language. You know, sending shots at black folks, no looting, no violence. All of that. He on that same type of Charlie Kirk time. All the way through and through, man. All the way through and through. On that same type of Charlie Kirk time. Black folks, we ain't nothing but violent criminals that riot and loot and do all, like, come on. But then the same mayor would want them same black folks that he called that he painted as violent criminals to come play for the dang on University of Utah, play for the Utah Utes, play for their programs and all that. You know, ironically, same person go line up to see the black players play for the Utah Jazz. You know, but what else is new? What else is new? Yeah, Cleveland. Listen, man, Cleveland, Mississippi. My grandma from Cleveland. My grandmother is from Cleveland, Mississippi. My great grandparents are buried in Cleveland, Mississippi. So I know what Delta State is 100%. Like I said, I was down there at school. You know, I have friends from Cleveland, Mississippi. Yeah, yeah, Patel talking about Valhalla. That is, first of all, that's like Norse. That's Norse type. Valhalla is reference to like Norse uh culture and stuff like that. And a lot of white supremacist organizations, they use like Norse type stuff. They what's the word I'm looking for? They they um they take on like Norse culture and stuff. And the Norse mythology. They take on the Norse mythology. They kind of like it's a word I'm trying to use. They co-opt it. They co-opt like Norse mythology within these certain like white supremacist type groups quite often. So when he said see you in Valhalla, white supremacists looking like I think not, Cash Patel. I think not, Mr. Patel. See you in Valhalla. Cat, the white supremacists said, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. You will not be in Valhalla. You will not be there. Not you, Mr. Patel. You won't be up in there in Valhalla where only white men supposed to be at. At all. He's a my peoples is from Cary, Mississippi. Population 300. Yeah, small. man, you know, like I said, I was all down there for school, man. I was in the Mississippi Delta for real, for real. For real, for real. All like I got great close friends from the Mississippi Delta. He said, yes, he will be in Valhalla. He gonna be serving them drinks. Yes. If you gonna be in Valhalla, Cash Patel, you gonna be a servant up in that mall. You gonna be waiting tables, cleaning the tables, passing out the drinks, and you will not be allowed to join them in any type of celebrations. That Valhalla is for warriors who die on the battlefield. Yeah. You know what? Cause I got the what's that game? Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Right. The officer Tatum will not speak on the police unaliving in a suspect. Of course not. Of course not. It said the Nazi idolized the Norse mythology. Yes. Yeah, man. So yeah, but uh when I saw that Jimmy Kimmel was pulled off air, I said, let me go look and see what he said, man. I'm looking at what he said. I'm like, this is why he off air. Cause he hello Mac, watching you from France. Bonjour. Bonjour. Hey, you know, I used to take French. I took French from like fourth grade to like my senior year of high school. You know, little low. Hey, water is called low in French. It said Paris in the house. Larry, Tatum's audience had turned on him ever since he had the president of Israel on his channel. Now, oh yeah, you know they fickle. It's all love. I gotta go to France, man, because I ain't used my French in a while. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go out there talking to the French girls. Be talking about quel est ton numéro de téléphone? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go out there saying that to the French girl. Damon said, just up to you, homie. Keep spitting facts. All love, man. I appreciate it, Damon. Talking and grubbing media. What's the word? Quarter bird. What Jimmy say? Basically, Jimmy Fallon said he made fun of Donald Trump and how quickly he got over Charlie Kirk's passing. Right? They asked they they asked Donald Trump. They say, how are you feeling now after losing somebody, a close friend of yours, Charlie Kirk? How do you feel in the aftermath of that? Donald Trump say, good. Look at these trucks I got out here. Look at the trucks. Look at the trucks they got all out. Like he started talking about trucks outside. Like we was on an episode of MTV Cribs or How I'm Living. How I'm Living. BET had How I'm Living. MTV had Cribs. Look at the trucks I got. Look at the trucks out here. Brother, what? They asking you about somebody that you really was mourning. You said because Donald Trump act like he was just, man, the world was about to end when Charlie Kirk passed away. He was acting like he was super hurt, right? He was acting as if he was super hurt. So they asked him, how do you feel about losing somebody, a close friend? And you start talking about the trucks outside. I said, well, goddamn, is this a Cash Money #1 stunner video? What? Are you gonna start talking about the watch you got on in a minute? What are we talking about? It Pimp My Ride with Donald Trump, West Coast Customs. Look at the truck I got out here. For a minute, I thought Donald Trump was gonna talk. He was wait a minute. For a minute, I thought Donald Trump was gonna start talking about the spree wheels that he got on the car, the spree wheel rims. Yeah, look at the spree wheels I got on the trucks. God dang. God damn, son. Talking about the ballroom the ballroom he getting built. Donald Trump turned the conversation to a moment for him to stunt. They asking about him. they asking him about how he feeling, within the time of mourning of Charlie Kirk. He turned it to a moment for him to stunt on everybody. Got the ballroom getting built. He's in a minute. I promise you, he was gonna pull out a Rolex watch. He's about to pull out a bust down watch in a minute, for real. Number one stunner. And and Jimmy Kimmel was making fun of the president for doing that. Cause they asking you about you mourning him, and here you go start talking about trucks and ballroom getting built. You out here flexing on the world. You trying to flex. He said, I thought he was gonna spit a freestyle called Red Tide. Man, what? Shit, I thought he was gonna put on some buffs in a minute. Yeah, show the pool and everything. Look at the pool I got. Look at the so I never seen nobody like Donald Trump in my life. I never seen nobody like this. But anyway, yeah, man. So, like I said before, though, people out here losing their jobs and stuff. Nobody knew. They got pulled off the air indefinitely. So nobody knows if they don't know when he coming back, or even if Jimmy Kimmel's show is coming back at all. Now, unfortunately, this is a messed up situation because it's staff that he got working. There's looking to get paid, looking to get a paycheck, all of that. And now the show is just up in air because ABC put it off air. Now everybody don't know what's going on. Baby Toshiro say, I hear ABC wants Jimmy back, but they want him to be more quiet, as reported by CNN. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. What do you say about Candace Owens? What do you say? Say you the only LeBron fan I listen to because of your other topics. It's all right. You come on to the dark side, TMD. Come on to the dark side. Eventually, we're gonna get you to come around by LeBron James in a minute. You know what I mean? Like my old man, Black, I ain't gonna drop the link tonight just because I be getting on too late, and I feel like if I drop the link, I'm gonna be on all night. Tomorrow, I'm dropping the link though. I ain't got nowhere to go. It's Friday, and I ain't got itch to do. I ain't got itch to do tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm dropping the link. We can be free to talk and free to chill. But because I got to get out of here for work and stuff like that, I ain't gonna drop the link tonight because then I feel like I'm gonna want to be on for a long time. People are deleting their Hulu app. Yep, 100%. Definitely, because Hulu and is on Hulu and Disney is connected. First of all, Disney owns ABC, I believe. So yeah, they deleting Hulu and Disney Plus and all of that. Mac, do you know who you say was crying about? Who was crying about Charlie Kirk? Trump doesn't want anybody making jokes about him. He's the sensitive president ever. Not facts. Don't derail the topic, please. These are serious issues. 100%. He said Trump turned into exhibit in the White House was West Coast Customs. Facts. Like, he started talking about trucks. Like, what? Mills, why are the conservatives protecting Kirk's image? I mean, because honestly, a lot of them feel like exactly how he feels. They connect to him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them feel the exact same way, and they want to say the stuff that Charlie Kirk says. So a lot of them do say the things that he said. A lot of them do. Some of them aren't bold enough to say the things that he said, but they championed him. That is who they chose to champion. And so they want to make him look like a martyr. They want to make him look like he is somebody that's like to celebrate. They try to put him in the same breath as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Like, what are we talking about, bro? It is crazy. They're trying to put him in the same breath, the same light as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Oh man, these people he got unalive for his words and all. Man, come on. Jason Black had 2 banger podcast broadcasts about this. Yeah, I gotta check it out. Yeah, Malcolm X. Come on, like, what are we doing? So yeah, a lot of white liberals also believe in what Charlie Kirk was spewing. I mean, that's true. That's a fact for sure. The conservatives are using this moment to control free speech. Yep, and cancel who they don't like. Facts. And again, these are the same people who complained about cancel culture forever because they want to be able to be racist in peace. They want to be able um they want to be able to say derogatory things about black folks without any type of repercussions. So they always push that cancel culture was ridiculous. They hated it. They always said you're not going to be able to you shouldn't be able to cancel nobody. They say let them be racist in peace. Just let them get their stuff off, right? But the moment they felt like somebody who they really, really championed, the moment they felt like somebody who they really championed was getting talked about, the moment they felt like somebody that they related to, somebody who spoke the stuff that they like to hear, was even getting talked about in any minor way, they ready to flip over the table. They ready to cancel everybody. The moment Charlie Kirk gets talked about because that's their guy. You know, Disney is the raw criminal organization on the planet. Mac, the fact that I see some black people defend Charlie racism shows me that they hate their own people. Man, you know what, man? I had been going in on folks on YouTube, and I've been talking about certain individuals like Kwame Brown and all them type of dudes. But like I say, it's not shocking, man. A lot of them dudes, especially people on YouTube that's like crying about Charlie Kirk and so hurt and distraught. A lot of them, I mean, they're MAGA shields. They have become shields for MAGA and the alt-right people in order to get their channels popping and to make a lot of money, right? And look, let's be for real. Everybody with a monetized channel, all us out here trying to get our money and trying to get our paper on YouTube and trying to be, hopefully gainfully employed from YouTube, right? From YouTube content. But as I tell y'all all the time, I will never sell my people out and throw them under the bus to get wealthy or to get some bread. If I'm gonna get some money off YouTube, it's gonna be from me speaking my true thoughts and for me speaking up for my people, for me being authentic to myself. Me getting on here and being a shield for MAGA and throwing black folks under the bus and spewing anti-black rhetoric, that could never be me. Because I could never look myself in the mirror every day. I don't even see how, like, people like the Cartier family and them, I don't know how they go about their yeah, people say it's easy when they get that paycheck from YouTube. But just imagine, like, you really out here being a token. You really out here eating them butter biscuits, being a butter biscuit eating buck dancer in your everyday life. After you get that paycheck, is it worth it? Is it worth it to be ostracized by your people and alienated by your people and to be like to really, is it worth it to really sell your people out like that for pats on the head and rubs on the back? It just don't make sense. Like, what? I like, bruh, I don't connect with that. And I never will. I can never identify with that type of stuff, man. You know? Mac, Anton Daniels. Oh, Anton Daniels is terrible. But I already lit into him months ago. I lit into him months ago. Cause that brother got on. I'm not gonna call him a brother. That's too much of a compliment for him. When I seen Anton Daniels on here really talking, like really down talking, um, the even like trying to shut down reparations, down talking any black person who's in favor of reparations, making black folks seem like we lazy for wanting reparations. This is not a handout. It's owed to black folks. Our ancestors died, gave blood, sweat, and tears for this country, built this country and the foundation that is on. We are owed this money from the work that our ancestors done, from the free labor, free slave labor that this country got from our ancestors. So it ain't no handout. We owed that. Have you made a video on Tyrone Magnus? Nah, but I've talked about him in other videos of mine. While I was talking about specific people, I mentioned Tyrone Magnus. He's another one that he hate everything woke. Any brother that use woke like a white conservative, anyone who uses the bastardized form of that word, I know you an enemy. I know you're no friend of mine, and you might be COINTELPRO. You know, Kwame Brown, Tyrone, man, all them dudes, man. Any brother that wear Duck Dynasty clothes and with Wrangler jeans, any brother that got the swag of a Confederate fisherman, any brother that got the swag, they got the swag of a MAGA poet. You cannot stand next to me. You cannot be my friend. You're not invited to the cookouts. You're not invited to the Labor Day barbecue. You're not invited to the fish fry. You're not invited to the block party. You're not invited to the baby shower. You're not invited to the family reunion. You're not invited to none of that. No champagne, no ribs, no rice, no none of that. What we say, that's what my man say on Payton for. Rico. Rico. Bitch shot in the head, baby. It said Kwame Brown hates black people because we keep clowning him about his sorry career with his non-talking. Man, let me tell you this. He really be mad. Like, yeah, he got Duck Dynasty drip. You dressing like a Duck Dynasty dude. What? Kwame Brown dressed like he belonged in Duck Dynasty with Wrangler jeans on and Bugle Boy polos. Some yeah, mama's cooking, boy. Mama's cooking. Shut up, bro. Like, he said Officer Tatum out here making threats on behalf of Charlie Kirk. Is he? Hey, what Malcolm X gave his speech when the slave master got sick? We sick, boss, we sick. Hey, boy, that brother is a lost cause. That dude is a lost cause. Confederate fisherman is crazy. Hey, you know I ain't lying. Hey, Kwame Brown look like he needs to be a Confederate pro bass shop. Stephen B. What I say about Kwame Brown? Go look at your boy, Stephen B. Go look at your boy out here. He was out here trying to get. He was trying to condemn black people to hellfire regarding negative comments about Charlie Kirk. He was trying to condemn black folks to hellfire, like Frollo. Uh, like Frollo from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hellfire. That brother said, he said we need to burn in hell. Oh my God. You know that brother Kwame Brown look like he hang out in pro bad shops with nothing but Confederate flags around it. Seriously. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be shocked if Kwame Brown ride around in his truck listening to Ben Shapiro raps on loud. I wouldn't be shocked if Kwame Brown got an MP3 player with Ben Shapiro rap and Tom McDonald all through that mother. Never forget that loser took a soft pro-black angle against his old Tommy Sotomayor, his old idol. Man, against his idol, Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah, listen, man. That's why brothers don't fool me. Just because you try to come on and you try to be soft shoe pro-black, You try to act, like you are. I watch how you talk, and I watch how you're coded. I'm sorry, you know when a brother is MAGA coded to the core, you could tell. You could tell, and I knew Kwame was MAGA coded from the jump. From the jump. So you dress like some old Ukrainian dude. Hey man, old Ukrainian dude wish he had this much flavor. Old Ukrainian dude wish he had this much flavor. He wish, you know what I'm saying? He had this much flavor like this. You say can't forget Tom McDonald had a farm. Tom McDonald had a farm, a Confederate farm. Hey man, all these dudes, I just be laughing like, what is going? Like, what do y'all friends be at, man? I be wondering what do they family be saying to them? Keep up the good work. You doing a good job? Can't be. Man, my grandma slapped me. For real. Both of my grandfathers, God rest their soul, would smack 5 in my mouth if I was out here doing and acting like that. There's no way. My father, what would cuss me out, and if I don't answer the phone, will leave me the worst voicemail possible. You know, my father still leave voicemails. You know what I'm saying? I got that old school black father gonna leave a voicemail. Gonna leave that voicemail to you. I don't leave a voicemail unless I'm calling about employment somewhere. That's it. My father gonna leave that voicemail on your phone. You get to calling me, hey, boy, hey, don't you be on here being no buck dancer now. Wait, you said Jason Tatum? Well, not Jason Tatum, Officer Tatum. I said, hold on, Jason Tatum. Wait a minute. Officer Tatum, Anton Daniels, and brothers like them are just mad because they couldn't get any sisters. And the cool dudes like us, Mac picked cool dudes like us, picked on them, so they hate all N-words now. Yeah. You're still mad because you couldn't get that girl in 4th grade. Man, brother, she went in 4th grade, a girl is not like you if you can't do a backflip. And you mad because the girl you liked in 4th grade didn't like you. So now all women just want thugs now. Man, man, in 4th grade, you could lose your girl because you couldn't do a backflip in 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? Young brother come outside, can do a whole bunch of backflips, he can get your girlfriend. Y'all know I could never do no backflip. So them brothers come outside doing a flip in front of the girls, I'd be like, I'd be wanting to say, calm all that down, right? Calm all that down. You doing too much out here, brother. You got too much dip on your chip. Stop all this backflipping out here with these girls. With these girls outside. Knowing I can't do the backflip. Knowing I can't. Don't do this to me. I'm still mad because brothers cook your crooked hairline. Enjoy the ass G. what Gucci say? With some dope man Nikes and some Jordan ass jeans. What's up with that on paper? But I still keep that thanks on me. I'm the issue around Atlanta, baby. Ask about me. Oh, that was pills. Pop 1, pop 2, 2 halves. That's 3. Still mad because the girl in geometry class, she turned you down in 6th grade. Now you talking about all the girls in the hood only like hood dudes. You mad because this girl don't like you, but Brittany over there or Tasha and them like you, but you won't. You know what I'm saying? You won't. I'm gonna think of her name. You want Kiana. You know, no one. You ain't Kiana type, but Brittany and Tasha and them, they cute girls. You don't want to talk to them. You want Kiana, so now you can't get Kiana. All girls terrible. Them type of brothers. All them dudes like Tyrone Magnus them. Because somebody told me that Tyrone Magnus had a backstory where he was getting made fun of in black schools and stuff. And I think he got a vengeance to cure. All the black kids calls me hellfire. And so now I should now he should rain hell on black people. Now he should be against everything woke. Woke, woke, woke. And you know, not woke in the way that black folks mean it. Woke in its bastardized form. He hates everything woke. Stop the wokeness. The wokeness monster. Man. Black Moss, in my opinion, that's the best version of Gucci. I admire the new Gucci's character, but musically, we need that ignorant, lean sipping fat dude back. Oh man. He said woke is for them sweet boys. Man, it's a lot of sweet boys that's on the far right too. What's let me stop. You know, don't do that. I'm about to say Herschel Walker's son. Herschel Walker's son hate wokeness. And Herschel Walker's son, let me stop. Have y'all seen Herschel Walker's son? Herschel Walker's son, he got some black up in him. He hate it. Yes, Christian Walker. For real. They hide the insecurities under muscles. Anti-black rhetoric. Yeah, you know, I told you, I'm weary of brothers on YouTube who real muscle bound. Cause a lot of them brothers on YouTube that's real swole, they be in them gyms where black folks not at. And they develop that gym bro culture where black men are supposed to let racism ride. Anti-black race, like they be in the gyms with dudes who crack anti-black jokes, and then these black swole buff dudes on YouTube, they develop this mindset where anti-black racism is supposed to not bother them. They're supposed to be numb to it. I'm so numb, I don't care. That's how they rock. So when I see a brother swole on YouTube, he real buffed up, I get to watch his content. If I, you know, I might see his channel, I might like one thing. I'm like, let me see the rest of his content, because he might be on that. I hate everything woke. I hate women. Black people need to stop complaining rhetoric. And if he on that rhetoric, I got to get off that Sambo's page expeditiously. AW1, man, I appreciate the donation, brother. I appreciate it, boss. First donation of the day, of the night, rather. He said, how are you doing? I'm doing well, man. I can't complain. Can't complain at all, man. Doing well. In a minute, about to start getting ready to get out of here for work and stuff like that. Yeah, but I'm doing well, man. Can't complain. How you doing, man? Hope everybody. I hope you feeling all right. Hope you all good, man. I appreciate the support too. He said, Zero, say, come on, Mac, be a free thinker. Be a free thinker, man. I'm a free thinker. That's their favorite, and they think they be so smarter than everybody else because they conservative. They think they're so much smarter than everybody else. Herschel Walker's son hates himself like 4 times. He is mixed, gay, a conservative, and a failure at sports. As Herschel Walker's son, he projected his self-hate, and that's real. That is a fact. That is 100% a fact. Cullen Clement. I shouldn't say your real name. I shouldn't say the whole name. Cullen, man, I appreciate the donation, bro. I appreciate you, man. You saying he sent the donation on the Cash App, man. That's love, man. I appreciate you, Cullen, making sure that YouTube not taking half of my money, you know, half of the profits. I appreciate you, man. That's all love. Thanks so much. Me and my family both appreciate it too, boss. 88 Rashawn say, I made it for another live. Just in the nick of time. It's just words, man. Let it fly over my shoulder. That's what Herschel Walker and be telling themselves. When people be cracking racist jokes, they be like, it's just words, man. I let it fly over my shoulder. I'm so numb to it. So numb to it, man. I will never be numb to anti-black or racist rhetoric. You will never hear me say, I let it just fly over my shoulder. Hell no. Check it. Check it. Or they going to keep doing it. When they be cracking them jokes, they be trying to check your temperature and see if you're a person who gonna let them get off. They be wanting to see if you're a person who gonna let them get their racist rhetoric off. If you gonna let them get it off. Oh man, Amara, man, I appreciate the Cash App donation, Amara. That mean a lot to me. I appreciate the Cash App donation. But yeah, they be like, let it fly over my shoulder, man. It doesn't bother me. Let it fly over my shoulder. All of that. Hey, remember on the Jackson 5 documentary? Just look over your shoulder, honey. What they trying to get? They were trying to get Michael Jackson to say the little Jason Weaver character. They were trying to get him to say the word a certain they were trying to get him to say the phrase a certain way. Yeah. Man. Cully, what they call him? Don't forget Myron was crying when someone called him a sin. That's crazy. And see, all of that, let me say, boy, people know they got some crazy insults, boy. Matt, we gotta talk about see the guy envy and a problem with passive aggressive soft dudes. Again, I'm not feeling Dame. Just pointing out the provoking them two brothers did. Hold on. So yeah, debauchery. Well, it's like this, Black Mall. Hold on. I think what you saying, you rather them just come out and tell Dame they hate him and they don't like him, you saying? Or you said don't invite Dame on? I think Dame wanted to come on there though. Like I think Dame is really wanting to air his grievances out with everybody. Because he's been on so many different platforms. He's been doing so many interviews lately. I think Dame wanted to come on and address them. He wanted to come on and address them for certain comments that was made, I guess, how they were reporting about Dame's situation as of lately, right? And so I think Dame wanted to come on there. But you saying you rather him come and say, I don't like y'all. I mean, we don't like you, Dame. What did he say? Maxima. He say, they say all the racism is just jokes, but would never realize / acknowledge they could never reciprocate their racism. Man, listen. I guess saying that we could never reciprocate their racism. I appreciate the donation too. I appreciate it a ton. For sure, man. Look, me and my family both. I appreciate it. I appreciate every donation that's sent to me. From whether it's $10 or $1, whatever, I appreciate it all for sure. But yeah, it's always the group of people trying to get Black folks to acquiesce to racism. Oh, it's not a big deal. It's just a joke. It's just a joke, man. No, it's not. It's not just a joke. They be trying to test your temperature and see if you're gonna let them get away with it. Trying to see if you're gonna let them get away with it. And nah, not gonna be able to do it. You said, yeah, don't bring him on there if you don't like him. They brought him there to embarrass him, which isn't hard to do. Just stand on it and don't do soft provoking things. Well, I think we kind of look at it a little differently, that whole interaction. I mean, Dane came there to really embarrass them and put them in their place. And so I think it was an animosity from both sides. You know what I'm saying? And so they both him and Envy were feeling away. Dane was feeling away. So I think Dane came to really provoke them, or really he came there to pull a card. He came there looking to embarrass them with certain things that they said, so on and so forth. And I think it was a reciprocated thing. I think the feeling was mutual for sure. Envy was feeling away from the conversations they had prior to, because him and Envy had a direct back and forth. The last time he was on the Breakfast Club back in like 2013, 2014, around that time. Maybe it might have been 2015, 2014, 2015, something like that. Jim Boski, man, I appreciate the donation, Jim Boski. It mean a whole lot to me, boss. You say, Mac, you the realest. Love from Louisiana. Man, all love. Shout out to Louisiana too, man. I ain't never been to New Orleans. When I went to Louisiana, I was in Opelousas and I was in Eunice. That's because my little sister, her people, like her father people from Louisiana, and we for my little sister's birthday when she was little, we went down to go to Louisiana to like celebrate her birthday with her people. And so we was in like Eunice and Opelousas. The first time I ever had boudin, first time I ever had gumbo in my life. But you know, I couldn't get the gumbo with like this the shrimp and stuff because I'm allergic to shellfish. So they had to make me something separate type of gumbo without the shrimp in there. It still was banging to me though. Still was fire. All I know, dog whistle say I was MAGA years ago, but MF's like you helped me learn I'm a changed man. Well, I'm glad you changed your views for the better, brother. You know, life is all about growing and understand what we the mistakes we make, or you know, realize what we got, where we have to grow in certain areas. Even myself had to grow in certain areas for sure. So hey, life is about evolving and growing 100%. So I've evolved with a lot of certain things that I've said or certain ways that I used to think myself. Jim Boski say Lake Charles, Louisiana. Man, I had a homegirl in college, man, from Lake Charles. I had a homegirl from at Mississippi Valley State University from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Shout out to Lake Charles. Said stay away from Baton Rouge in New Orleans. Have you ever received threats over your Kirk videos? No, I haven't personally. I have not. But I'm hearing there's people that have 100%. And then let's talk about the threats sent to HBCUs. Like, why are y'all trying to threaten HBCUs when a white man unalived Charlie Kirk? Why is danger being directed at historically black colleges and universities? Right? Just another way for when stuff happens to MAGA people, they try to figure out a way to blame black folks in the process. It got to be black folks' fault some way, somehow. Somehow it gotta all lead to black people in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Black folks did this in some way. It gotta lead to black folks. They gotta blame black folks in some way. And I said that. I said they're gonna try to figure out a way for this to be on black people. For real. Calvin said you're gonna be here next month covering the Saints and Patriots game. You gonna be in Chicago? Are you saying no? You saying New Orleans? I'm tripping. I'm tweaking. Well, I'm like, why are the Saints and Patriots playing in Chicago? Duh. You're gonna be in New Orleans. I got you. Said MAGA is searching for Ish to be mad at, and it won't be a white dude. Yeah, they looking for somebody to be mad at. They gotta get the black for you. They gotta get back to black people in some way. You know, accountability is something they are allergic to. Yes. They don't like no accountability. It got to get put on black folks at the end of the day. Because Charlie Kirk said all the stuff that's going on in the world is violent. It's black people. It's black folks. So somehow Tyler Robinson got to be connected to black folks. They want to see if he got any black friends in his group. They want to see if he was listening to any black rappers in his playlist. In a minute, if he was listening to Lil Boosie or any drill rap from Chicago or New York, they're going to blame it on black people. He was listening to Lil Durk, listening to Chief Keef before the event. He had to be listening to Lil Reese, had to be listening. He was listening to a song by Gucci Mane, listening to Young Jeezy before the unaliving. They have to figure that out some way. You know, he was watching a black show called The Boondocks before he committed the atrocity. It's always gonna be black folk fault at the end of the day. All the time, man. James said racists find any illogical reason to be violent to black people. That's why HBCUs get threats and they still hanging black men. 100%, man. Facts. Facts. We talked about Trey Reed at Delta State. That's the quickest I ever seen an autopsy report come back. It got ruled, foul play got ruled out immediately. Got ruled it got ruled that Trey Reed did that himself immediately. You said they're barely talking about the dude who unalived Charlie Kirk. Facts, 100%. Cully said Tariq broke it down. Pure deflection. Instead of reflecting on how corrosive white supremacy is. Yep. It got to get the black folks in some way. The HBCUs done it. It's because the black people, they want to, it's people, I don't know. I think they know better than this. I think they know better than this, but it's people that's acting like HBCUs only are allowed for black people. Like HBCU mean if you white, you can't go to the school. They know better. They know better than this. They do. They just want to act like that's the case. Oh, you got these black colleges where if you're not black, you can't go. If you're not a Negro, you can't go to the university. What type of foolishness is this? Gosh. What is it? Gee Willikers. What the heck? I am Black Mall saying, had a black dude pop Charlie, they would have been saying this black man is dangerous. We have to stop this black violence. The black man is a super predator. We have to stop this foolishness. We have to stop the black people. Why are black men so angry? We have to figure it out. They don't have fathers in the home. That's why. That's why they were waiting to pull it out. Had it been a black dude, they don't have fathers around. They're not in the home. They're angry because the fathers are not there. They're joining gangs. They're gang banging, throwing up hand signs, got all the guns. It's just a wild thing to see. He said, have y'all noticed that white people are starting to not do what they telling black people to do, which is taking accountability when they're wrong? Facts. Hey, Shay, we know that. They gonna tell black people you need to take accountability, but won't do the same thing in the process. They won't take accountability themselves. Zero say white men fight back. Like what the hell? Your own boy is the one that clapped dude. 100%. They're super predators. You know, yeah. That super predator word is crazy. Said back the blue crowd will not speak on those 3 Pennsylvania officers slayed by that 24-year-old white male. The deflection will be blue state, and Democrats always, it's the left. You know? So they lock the fathers up and blame their absence for child's delinquent behavior. Facts. And it's a lot of black fathers, they got locked up for marijuana and stuff like that. And now they're looking to make money and profit off of marijuana. How rich? It's legal as long as they can make money off of it themselves. As long as they can make the most money off of it. Jim Boski, man, I appreciate the donations, brother. I appreciate you tenfold. He said Charlie Kirk didn't realize the power of life and death is in the tongue. The Mormons is thugs. What? You know, I said the Mormons ain't playing out there. They in the house with they 6 or 7 wives. They got in a house with 6 or 7 wives, and they out here wilding out. The free speech police magically disappear when it's out. That's a fact. Now, and I talked about that. I say, you know, this is the same administration that they hated cancel culture. They say we're getting rid of free speech. They say, man, we need to stand on free speech, right? That's the same administration that been saying that. But the moment somebody say something they don't like, oh, you get pulled off TV. They make it, and you're getting pulled off indefinitely. You don't even have a return date. They don't care. The moment you say something they don't like, oh, they ready to use cancel culture, but been complaining about cancel culture for years themselves. They hated it and everything it stood for, but they couldn't wait to implement it themselves. As soon as somebody say that, I'm stuttering. I'm sorry. Excuse me. As soon as somebody say something they don't like, they can't wait to implement it. So what the hell? You know? But y'all know where this goes. Y'all know where this going. Civil liberties getting taken away piece by piece. Civil liberties are getting taken away piece by piece. So y'all know where this going. You know? Hold on, y'all. Said for real, they couldn't wait to implement the same BS the left does. Excuses made to remove liberties. Yeah, and they always say, this is what the left do. The left do that. The left do this. And look what they doing. Couldn't wait to do this. Couldn't wait to do it. So that's why I say you can't take them serious because they're gonna tell you they against this and then want to implement it themselves. They hate cancel culture until you say something they don't like, and now they ready to cancel you. Now they ready to take away your employment, everything. So it's quite ironic how this works. Say this is Black Maul say this is a distraction to make us forget about them Jeffrey tapes. And I'm not talking about Young Thug either. 100%. Because they act like they don't want to pause it. They don't want to talk about them Epstein tapes at all. At all. Them the same people that will talk about how they care about innocent children and how they Christian like and all of that. Well, they want to hide them Epstein tapes as quick as best as possible. Civil liberties are being taken away like DEI initiatives and departments. 100%. Yep. All of that being taken away. So this is just crazy. It's crazy times we living in. Crazy times we living in, man. Kimmel didn't even say anything crazy. Yeah, and that's what I said, Tyrone. He just pointed out that Donald Trump really don't care about Charlie Kirk like he was acting. Because when they asked him about how you feel about what happened to your friend Charlie Kirk, he get on that and start talking about, look at the trucks I got out here. They're talking about the ballroom getting built. And again, I made the joke earlier. He started talking about trucks as if we was on an episode of MTV Cribs or BET How I'm Living. Like he was a dang, like I promise you, the way he started talking about the trucks, I thought he was gonna talk about the spree wells on the truck in a minute. So it's like, yo, they asking you how you feel about your friend being unalive. You get to start talking about the trucks outside. You say you good because look at them trucks. In a minute, he was gonna pull out a bust down watch for the world to see. Trump canceled Kimmel or what happened? Yeah, so ABC pulled Kimmel off air indefinitely. Indefinitely. Because maybe it's Disney because Disney owns ABC. They didn't like what he had to say about Charlie Kirk. So now he's off of the air indefinitely. They don't even know when he's coming back or if he's coming back at all. Yeah, bust down Rolly or Brightland. Yeah. He about to pull out a Brightland or Rolly out his pocket. Look at my watch. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Also, the White House flew helicopters over the Epstein survivors press conference. Trump trying real hard to control the narrative. As usual. As usual, Tyrone. I think they say he could come back if he chilled out with the Trump stuff. Yeah, that's what, and I'm sure that's what that's what the condition will be. As long as you don't say nothing about Donald Trump, you good. Remember how the first deflection was Obama treason and how he should be in prison. And you know how it go. It's gonna always come back to somebody black at the end of the day. In a minute, Donald Trump gonna say everything is Ja Rule. This is all Ja Rule's fault. What does Ja Rule think about what's going? It's gonna be me and y'all fault in a minute. Trump gonna it's gonna be our fault in a minute. Do it, man. It's gonna come back to somebody black in a minute, man. I'm dead serious. And at the end of the day, it's always gonna come back to somebody black. It's been reported that Rajah Jackson has been arrested on felony with $50K bail. Wow. Knew that was coming. to asking Ja. Ask Ja Rule. Where's Ja? It's all Ja Rule. Donald Trump gonna say it's Ja Rule's fault in a minute, for real. Anton Daniels and Jason Whitlock want to be his pallbearer. Oh man, Jason Whitlock, Anton Daniels gonna be in there crying their eyes out, just in there crying. Seriously, they gonna be in there crying like it ain't nothing. He about to blame Donald Trump. Definitely about to blame LeBron. That damn LeBron James, Rich Paul, and LeBron about to be to blame for all this now. In a minute, hey, Charlie Kirk got unalive because LeBron's rhetoric. LeBron. Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson was watching LeBron James highlights before he unalived Charlie Kirk. He was motivated from watching LeBron James. Watching LeBron James. Let me stop. Hey, watching LeBron James play, like watching a dang on highlights of LeBron James motivated him to carry this out. This is Rich Paul and LeBron's doing. For real. It got to come back to somebody black. I'm telling you. He gonna blame Gloria James. Gloria James should have never gave birth to LeBron. And none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened if Gloria never would have gave birth to LeBron in the first place. If it wasn't for that damn Gloria James having LeBron James, none of this would have never occurred. Seriously. That's what it's gonna come to that in a minute, y'all. But y'all, I done ran my mouth on here for far too long. I got to get ready. I got to get ready to get up out of here so I can clock in, man. I appreciate y'all, man. He said LeBron doubled down on it. I call 81 points from Kobe. LeBron lying. Ain't nobody knew that man about to score no dang on 81 points. Now he lying. He definitely lying. Hey, James, man, I appreciate the Cash App donation, James. That mean a lot to me, man. I appreciate the Cash App donation, brother. But yeah, Bron lying. Ain't nobody knew that man was finna score no 81 now. Hey, did Bron say specifically 81? Hey, if all else fails, we blaming everybody. In a minute, Donald Trump will say this all Colin Kaepernick fault. Colin Kaepernick wouldn't have took that knee. None of this wouldn't have happened. If he would have got away with it, if it wasn't for you meddling Negroes. What they used to say on Scooby-Doo, and I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. If it wasn't for you meddling Negroes, Donald Trump said he would have got away. They would have got away with it. God. And he not gonna blame Jay-Z. He gonna blame Bleak. And Bleak, we finna see the Trump blame Memphis Bleak. Bleak ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He finna blame Bleak. When all else fails, if you can't get the jigger, say Bleak, it's because of Bleak. Oh man, Jim Boski, new member, man. Oh my God, man. I appreciate you becoming a member, brother. That mean a whole lot to me, man. Jim Boski showing all the love today, man. Hey, I'm gonna do something special for the members, man. I only got like 2 or 3 members, but like I'm gonna have to do something special for the members, man. I'm gonna have to do something special for the members for sure. I appreciate you, brother. Oh, that's you on the cat. Okay, got you. Well, yeah, Jim James. Okay, I appreciate you, man. Forgot about the terror issue. Man, there's so much going on out here, y'all. It's crazy. But hey, y'all, look, I gotta get off this thing. I appreciate y'all rocking with me the way y'all rock with me. We're gonna be back on here tomorrow night. After I ain't gotta work or nothing tomorrow. So we gonna We're gonna chop it up and talk. Man, I almost got attacked by a dog the other day. So I gotta make a video about that. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of this thing, man. Peace to y'all. I'm gone.